Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go on a tour of my valley because most of it's pretty much done. I've got 4 biomes that are completely done. I have 2 biomes that are like partially done, and 1 biome isn't done at all, and that's the Glade of Trust. And the reason I'm leaving that one bare is because if we get more characters and more houses, I need a place to put them. So I'm just going to leave the glade bare for now. I'm also recording this in sections as I finish each biome, so you're going to see me change clothes an awful lot in this video, but that's just because they were filmed on different days, different times, and depending on my mood was dependent on what I put on that day. So without further ado, let's start with my house. All right, once we're in here, you can see that I stuck with this purple theme. I really love the frozen stuff. It just looks really great in this room, I think. And over here on this side, I'm not sure which side we're on, the right. I guess we're on the right. We've got our little reading area by the fireplace. And back behind here, instead of your traditional couch and chair set, I used this. I found these both, this swinging chair and this little pillow couch thing. I don't know what to call it. But I found both of those in Scrooge's shop at one point. I don't know when I did, but I fell in love with these. So I decided to use them in here. And then I added this white dining room table just to bring out some brightness because the room's really dark. So I thought the white would bring out a little bit of brightness. And I love the windows. I love being able to look out at the treetops. And then, of course, we've got our little kitchenette, if you want to call it that, small kitchen. But I think it's adorable. And the only thing I would change in here is that window. I just haven't gotten to it, but I will. All right, let's go check out the storage room. I absolutely love how this turned out. I got these paint splattered windows, and I think they are so cute in here. I love these walls. I love that brick wall. And I've organized it now, so I think I'm happy with how it looks. And then I got this little crafting table. It's actually a crafting table, guys. This little painting table. That's why I put the splattered paint windows behind it, and then I decided to do the whole wall. But check it out. It's actually a crafting table. I got that by accident one day too. I just happened to go in Scrooge's store and there it was. But I like having them both there. I think it's kind of neat. Kind of makes it look like a workroom. But yeah, so this is my storage area. I started doing the white chests and then I was like, oh, these are too expensive. So I only did them for all the wood. That's it. Let's check out the bedroom. This might be my favorite place in the house, although I do have one more place to show you, and these two are pretty much tied. But I love how when you walk in here, you come right to the grand piano. It is so pretty. I even used the pumpkin stools. I love those pumpkin stools. And over here we have just a chase lounge and a couch around the fireplace, which is so calming, especially with this little waterfall behind it. I love these little waterfalls or fountains or whatever you want to call them. I love those. And then over here I have the laptop, the gamer laptop, and my little power drink, which I don't even drink those. Coffee will do for me. And then on this side, and I don't know what's wrong with the painting, but there's a glitch in the painting. You can see it just disappears. It's so crazy, but it's fine. But I really like this bed. I tried a few other types of beds and I just couldn't fit it in here with the color scheme. So this is what I settled on. I think that's a Cinderella bed. So this place, I really like this room. It's very calming. Let's head over to the last room. Welcome to Shalia's Pool and Spa. Indoor pool and spa. I absolutely have always wanted an indoor pool. I don't know why. I just always have. So I did it in the video. And we've got plenty of robes and towels to go around if you have a party or for all your guests that are coming. And I just fell in love with those tapestries hanging on the wall behind there. I just think they're so pretty and they fit so well in this room. But yeah, the pool was perfect. The pool actually fit perfectly. And then if we walk over here, I have another chase lounge and some more of those little water fountains right here in front of the little fireplace. Nice and cozy. It's kind of like your own little zen area. Let me know in the comments what you think so far. Do you love the house? Did you put a pool in your bathroom instead of an actual bathroom? Just curious. All right, let's move on. Now we're in the meadow, and there's a lot to see in the meadow because that was the first area I actually decorated because that's where my house is. But I did put Moana's little, one of the quests she had, I think this was ancient ancestors of some sort. They had this ritual. So I put this underneath the gazebo because I didn't at the time, I didn't know what to do with the gazebo because I didn't have the picnic table. I didn't have anything yet. So I just kind of did that. And I thought it turned out cute with that little pathway with the rocks. And let's walk over this way. We're going to walk over here and show you Merlin's. We're going to go in the back way to Merlin's. This is one of those areas I had no idea what to do, but I did know I want to use this maze, and I never had an area to put the maze, so I put that here. And then I did put those little fountain tiles all around there. Obviously, you can see them. And I put that around the Mickey fountain, that magic Mickey fountain. I don't know exactly what to call it, but I pretty much just basically put things here that were magical because of Merlin being so, magical. But yeah, so that's all I did back here at Merlin's. This was one of those things where I just started throwing things down and just said, okay, that's it. That'll work. But I do love those fountains. All right, let us go look at this Mickey water tower is what I'm calling it. I'm assuming it's a water tower. I don't know. But I put it down here in the meadow because I thought that was the most perfect place for it. Since most of the homes are going to be down this direction. But I love that. I love that. How many of you found that one already? Because it's absolutely cute. I think that one might have been one you had to craft. And then we've got Wally's little house over here. And behind Wally's, we have the garden and everything on the right. And then my little farmer's market. And there's both stalls. I got Kristoff's stall and Goofy's stall together. And then I got a little bakery here and a little bookshop. And all my villagers love the books, so I just leave them there. I actually added more books to this area so more villagers could hang out. And then over here, we still have the Easter items because I absolutely love the Easter items. And this is how you would walk into this place normally. And these little planters in the front, they just showed up in my store one day and I had to grab them and I bought like 20. And then on this side, we do have all of our like antique not yard sale, but more of like I don't know what you want to call it, but it's more antiques and things like that. And then if we walk back through here, we're going to go in our garden. This is my miscellaneous garden, and I do love these little rocks for stepping stones. They don't fit everywhere, but they do fit here, I think. So we got our well, and then we got our little, this is my alternate garden. This is the garden I use if I ever need anything. The other garden is just pumpkins. So I only have 2 gardens now. I used to have like multiple gardens all over. I don't do that anymore because I don't need it. But yeah, I really like how cute this looks. It's kind of cluttered, but I like that. And we got all the table with all the little flower pots and the potting soil. Then over here, I have just extra spare vegetables, which I thought were cute here. It looks like they're just growing out of the ground, except for those coconuts. The coconuts don't really belong there, but that's all right. All right. And then I did remember that I forgot to show you between me and Goofy's houses. So let's go look there right now. Kind of got excited to show you the house, and then we left, and then I never came back here. But I did get Wally's little tub with the flowers. I absolutely love this item. It is very rustic looking, and because I've got the cottage house and I put that little bike there, I think it all fits. I really like that. And if you go back through here, right between our houses, this is where we can do some cooking and some crafting. And that's about it through here. My favorite part is coming up shortly, real shortly. We're going to look at Wally's little garden here, and then we're going to head to my favorite part of the meadow. But here's Wally's little garden. I mean, it's simple. And I put these little stepping stones here so because the path doesn't go at an angle like that. So I used the stones instead. Let's go ahead and walk down this path, and I'll show you. This is absolutely my favorite. So as we're walking towards, this is the campground. So we're walking towards the campground. We've got all these flowers and bushes, and then we got the waterfalls. I did the waterfalls for a reason, and then they actually turned out kind of cute. And I'll show you that reason here in a minute. But on our right, we have our little tents if you want to call them a tent. I know they're the couch tent or whatever. I forget what they were called. And we got a little picnic area, but these are supposed to be real tents. And then, of course, we've got a little outhouse in the back corner there for everybody who's camping. We got a little picnic table set up. We got a hammock. And I do have 3 colors of those hammocks now. I got a purple, blue, and yellow. And then right here, I absolutely love this little outdoor theater kind of thing for the campers. And that is why I had to use those really tall waterfalls, because nothing else was tall enough. Like, there were things that were wide enough and they did close together. It's like you can see the gap, but I don't think it's that bad. So this is our little movie theater, our outdoor theater. And this is truly my favorite place in the campground. But we can't stay here and watch a still movie all night. Let's move on to the rest of the campground. So behind the movie theater, we have Buzz's little camper, which is fitting, which is what started this whole campground. And over here, we got another one of the tents, and I put a couple of these bikes in here because I just think they're so cute. I know they don't look like real tents, but they kind of do. We have to play pretend. I just put this little bench with a little fire pit. Oh, and there's my boyfriend, Eric. I'm in love with Eric. Let me know in the comments if you love Eric too. I know I'm not the only one. And then over here, we just have more egg bushes because they did not all disappear. Only one of them disappeared, so I'm left with 2. And then, of course, we've got our little pet area behind there with the pet toys that just came with our last update, which these are so cute. And that's pretty much it in the meadow. Let's move on to Dazzle Beach. Now down here, I did I actually did a lot down here. The first thing I did was I put Ariel's house here. And I made it like it's a resort. So that's what I'm calling it. It's like a little private resort area. They have their own little private pool and little place to lay out. And my favorite part is really the DJ booth, because I worked hard to collect for that. And I know that thing is really, really expensive. It takes a lot of materials to make. And those materials are not easy to get your hands on. And then, of course, we've got this little dance floor. What do you think about my dance floor? I use these little, I guess, clamshell rugs. And I think they worked out really perfectly. There was really nothing I could put down here. And I wanted it to be beachy. So that's why I used those. And then over here, I have a hammock. And I told you I've got different colors. This one's the purple. And I did the purple just to fit in with the dance floor and this whole DJ booth and stuff. And the only thing I wish is that DJ booth actually played music. Wouldn't that be cool? And then I just like randomly placed stuff. I did have to move Moana's boat over here. I did have it over on the other side, but it was in the way when I was building the dance floor. And then, of course, we have a little luau area and a private little spa behind it. And I put that Chase Lounge here just because I think it's so cute. I didn't know what to do with it, so that's where it ended up. And then back here is a little private spa just for the guests of the resort. And then if we walk over here, we've got Goofy's stall. And I needed to clean up the beach, and I forgot to do that before I filmed this. So I apologize for a dirty beach. But then on the other side over here, we've got Ursula's house. And I made sure that we were able to get in the house when I put it here. But I like it out in the middle of the water. I think it also would have looked really great up in the Forgotten Lands. But since she's kind of an ocean fish, I kind of left it there. But I love the view of the beach from here. I just think it's so pretty. All right, let's go to the other side. Over here, I have just a little bench set up with a little fire pit. And then on the other side, we've got the statue of Maui and his house, because it's just fitting to have his statue right there. And then if you walk over here, I put these little benches, these little beach benches. I think they're adorable. I love them. I love the way they look. So if you come in from up here and we walk down, we've got the coconut trees. I moved all the coconut trees back down to the beach and took them out of my orchard. But I think it's really pretty how that's set up now. I like symmetry too, so. And then over here we have Moana's house, And then we've got Donald Duck's house. And that's pretty much it down here in Dazzle Beach. Let's go ahead and check out the Forest of Valor. Now, I didn't do a lot up here. I did add Eric's house to this area. I'm kind of leaving this one bare as well, so in case we do get other characters and other houses. And again, I did put Wally's. I love Eric. Again, I did put Wally's little tub with the plants in it. And I set up the well, a little pathway to the well, and there's a little bench here. So if you come in here off the well, you'll see this. A tree, of course. Now you'll see this. You'll see I have the little bench and another gazebo over here. And I didn't clean up here either. I'm sorry. But if you follow down this path, and we're not going to keep cleaning. We're just going to ignore it. Here is Eric's house. I kind of added a little side yard on this side. Nothing spectacular. I just put another palm tree in there and a bush and some flowers in front. But if you walk down this way, we're going to walk down towards Dazzle Beach. So you see, I do have his statue. I mean, I love Eric, so his statue has to be up. So when you walk up this way, you'll see the statue and you'll see his house here on the corner. And you can see his house from the beach, which is really, really neat. I think if you go back to where I showed you the beach line, you'll be able to see his house. But back here, I made a little courtyard for him. And I gave him the blue hammock. I really like how this turned out. I wasn't expecting it to look this nice. But just something simple. And I can enter through the back. There is an opening in the back. And then right here, I love that we can walk in here, but you can't do anything in here. So that's kind of a bum. I was going to put one of those planters in there. Instead, I put them in front of the house. But I like how it turned out. And that's pretty much it for the Forest of Valor. Let's head on over to the plateau. Now that we're in the plateau, we've got Goofy's stall in the well. As you can see, I haven't done a whole lot here. I didn't clean here either, by the way. But we got the orchard. This is where all of the fruits are growing. And then when we take a walk around the exterior, around the outside, I made a path. We're going to walk the whole way around that outside path, and it'll take us directly to Maribel's house. I just love Maribel's house. And I moved all the cherry trees up here because they're pink and they go with the house. And I love how it waves. And I just threw some flowers down. I took the flowers that were already up here and just dumped them. And then we got a backyard as well. Let's see what's in the green chest. Money. Okay. And then here's her backyard. I did put 2 picnic tables together because she has a really big family. And then, of course, I used Wally's little tub again. I don't know. I just love it. I don't know why. I just do. And that's pretty much it for Maribel's. And if we keep walking around the edge here, we're going to get over here to Simba and Nala's little cave. I finally did get them. So I didn't want to do this video until I actually had them. But I put their house right here. Their house. Right here beside the waterfall. Because I thought it looked really great right there. Alright. And that is it for the plateau. There's nothing else going on here. So let's head up to the Forgotten Lands. Again, this is another one of those biomes that I haven't completely done anything with yet. I'm waiting for update 5 because I'm sure we're going to get Maleficent. And I don't know what all is going to come with that because Sleeping Beauty, I mean, if it's going to be Maleficent, it would have to be Sleeping Beauty and it would have to be Prince Philip and then the Fairy Godmothers, which the pumpkin house still doesn't go with that. So I wanted to decorate a little bit up here just to make it so that when I walked up here, I wasn't like, oh, it's so gross up here. I did do a little bit up here with the pumpkin house. I gave it a little path. I put some flowers down. And I did do a little decorating, just a little bit. And then, of course, we've got Goofy's stall. And on the other side of Goofy's stall, we have my pumpkin patch. And I did put a little path over to this as well. And as soon as we can get rid of all those little fire patches, I'm going to fix that whole path. I'm going to make it a little differently. But yeah, this is my moneymaker. And this is the only other garden I have. And that's pretty much it. On the other side, we have the well, and I put some flowers around that as well. And that's pretty much it. Let's head over to Frosted Heights. This has got to be my favorite. I was able to get this in the snow and at the perfect time of evening. And it just makes everything look so cozy. I don't know. What do you guys think? I decided to make this a whole Christmas village. So if we walk over to this side towards the snowmen, and like we're coming in from the Forest of Valor from this angle, this is what you see. And I really, really love this view. I love it from the stairs too. That's what you saw originally. And then of course I put the cocoa stand, and I've got the well, and I got a little path to the well, and I love this walkway back through. It just looks so surreal. And of course there's some benches here. This is for the parents while the kids are visiting Santa. And of course I got plenty of gifts around. And then if we walk back through here, of course I've got those 2 other Christmas trees just because I think they're so pretty. And I did the snowy path. The snowy rocks are really cool in this biome. And that's just a random fountain. If we walk back over here, just follow the path, we're going to see these little candles too. And back there are all my red flowers. And yes, they are red. I put them in my pocket and separated them. And I put another tree here with some more gifts. And these candles, I love that we can walk right through them. Don't try that at home, guys. Just don't try that at home. But I love these little candles. They light up the path. And they don't stop you. You can walk right through. So I think that's pretty cool. And over here we have our little ice set. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only fireplace you can put outside. So I went ahead and put that up here. I used the ice pillars and the chairs and the couch and everything. I put the little rug down. And of course, on the other side over here, we have our igloos and some snowmen and our little snow castles. I just kind of blocked it in so it's like its own little home. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep it this way or not, if I'm going to keep on decorating a little bit more like towards the Christmas kind of spirit. But I might change it up for Christmas. And then these little bear chairs. I mean, I love these. I love these a lot. And if we keep following back this path, we're going to end up back in Olaf's little cave. And coming back up the path, and then we're going to go over this little bridge. And we're going to go into the area where Kristoff and Anna live. And I really like how this turned out as well. I don't know. I like mixing those green and red lamps. And then there's just a little seating area. Let's walk up here so I can show you what it looks like coming in from this direction. This is that path I said looks really neat when you look down this way. The only thing I wish I would have done was cleaned up those stupid herbs, because now they just look like weeds growing in the snow. And I did clean this place up before I took a walk through. That upsets me that like 4 or 5 of them grew since I did that like probably 5 minutes earlier. But this path will take you right into their house. And I don't think we could put their house anywhere else. I think it's perfect here. And I gotta pick this one. And I love Kristoff's little sled here. And then we've got Anna's statue with another random fountain, but this one wasn't random. I actually placed this one here on purpose. But I love how this looks. All right, you know what? We're done up here. Let's check out the plaza. Well, now that we're in the plaza, this is probably where everything is happening. I have an amusement park. I have restaurants. I've got a store. I've got Mickey and Minnie's houses. And here, right here, we've got Woody's house, because that was the first amusement ride I put in the plaza. As soon as I got Woody, I thought this is going to be a great place for the carousel. Only because it's so cute, and I didn't want it off in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? So that's where I put that. And then, of course, Scrooge's storefront. I had to decorate that because we never have anything for the windows. Now, not only do we not have anything in the windows, they have little signs that say we don't have anything in the windows. It is what it is. And I put this frozen fountain. I put this down here. I mean, I I guess I could have put that up in the Frosted Heights, but I might switch that around at some point. But I didn't do a whole lot here. I just added some flowers around it, a little path underneath it. And we got some little bushes and flowers along the side of Scrooge's. And then there's this little zen area, which I have another bike because I love those bikes. And we have a little zen area. And hi, Mickey. Nothing too extravagant, just really a little private area. And I love this little area too. So private. And then if we walk out here, we have another fountain. Because this is all part of the park, okay? This whole area is still part of the park. At least I'm saying that in my head. We can walk around here. I wish these fountains actually worked. You know, like actually they had actual water coming down off of them. And then of course I put little trash cans over here. I put trash cans everywhere. And we got a little picnic table here. And another one of those little bikes. And of course Maui. He's enjoying the Mickey fountain. And of course we've got balloons everywhere as well. And over here we've got Remy's area. We've got his house or his hotel and his restaurant together. I really like how they look together like that on like catty corner to each other. And then over here we have the grand piano, just a little private area for music. And I also used those pillars as well here. I think this turned out really cute. Or should I say cute? Is cute the word? I do love these pianos. And that harp. I love that harp. And of course we've got our lion statue. I only wish it was like gold now. Like, I don't love gold, but I kind of wish that statue was gold. And then back here is a little private dining area. Nothing extravagant. And that's pretty much it for this side. Let's go check out the park. I'm hoping this was what you were all waiting for. This is my favorite part. Almost my favorite part. I do like my Frosted Heights the most, but this is second favorite. I love the park. I absolutely love the park. I've got the teacup ride. I've got a little arcade back here in the corner. I would have put more, but they're all the same, so I only put 2. But I remember as a child when I used to play at Hershey Park all the time, my parents used to drop us off at 10 in the morning and not pick us up till 10 at night. And this is like part of our day was the arcade. And we rode every ride at least 2-3 times. And I love Mickey's Ferris wheel. I think it looks great right there. I even put the up balloon. Because I figured that's a ride as well, right? It's a hot air balloon ride. Back here in the corner, I just sectioned this off so that I could have a tree, still have some wood fall, and have my rock. Just put a little bench here, benches everywhere. Got a food stand right here, and I use these cute little, I don't know what you want to call them, those little benches. I thought they were cute. And I love the It's a Small World pillars. And I got these ones, I think, in one of the premium shops that came out. And I like those better than the other ones, so I use these instead. Then over here in the corner, we have another bench and some trash cans, of course. I do. And then I hate that I sectioned this off because things fall back here. I'm going to try to fill this in so things just don't grow back there. And over here we have our topiary. I love this dragon. I love it. I'm going to put 2 of those little fountain tiles there too. And if we walk around this corner, we have the Dumbo ride, and we got this clock. I love this clock. I love this Mickey Mouse clock. And I put these little flowers here because you can walk right through them and you can still get to that rock. But I wanted more flowers, but I don't have a lot of room. More trash cans, and then we've got our little stand over here. I love how you can look through it. And I love this Dumbo ride. This is probably my favorite ride of all. I love the statue, too, of Mickey, Minnie, and Donald Duck. I had to fit that in. I know it was tight, but I had to fit it in somewhere over here. And then we just have another bench and some more of those little potted plants. And I did get this strongman game. I don't know what it's actually called, but I did get that. I really wish I could play it. And another little food stand over here. And I was going to move Mickey and Minnie's houses, but I thought they were perfect here. Even I would have moved Donald's boat up here if I could have fit it. And we just have the bench, and I did use some of the fencing. I love that fencing. And there's Woody. But I think their houses look great here. And Minnie always has some kind of stand outside her house. Today she's got an ice cream stand. In the winter she'll have a cocoa stand.
I find myself in need of some help.
And that's pretty much it. That's the whole tour. What did you guys think? Did you like it? What was your favorite part? Let me know in the comments because I'm curious. Is there anything you would have done differently? Any suggestions? I'll take suggestions. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to click on that next video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.